French heavyweight Ciryl Gane has only been in the professional fight game since 2018, but has already made quite the splash in the MMA community. With his as-yet undefeated record of 8-0, his exciting kickboxing and Muay Thai style with impeccable technique, and his charismatic attitude. Since his debut with the UFC in mid-2019, he has already faced and defeated a few of the heavyweight division's most exciting talents, and has been slated to go toe-to-toe with many more. Even with his relatively short time in the UFC, title talk has already begun.
Are you ready to be in that conversation of championship fights?
Oh yes, I think I can talk. I can talk to the title. I think the people like the men like me, young, a little experience, but I manage very well. And yes, I'm legit. I'm undefeated, and I think I'm only one undefeated in this division. So yes, I think I'm legit.
As he fights his way towards contendership and his career picks up speed, it's worth asking, what kind of money is Ciryl Gane making? And how does someone as famously private as Gane spend those earnings? Like, share, and subscribe to the Ultimate Fighting Network as we explore how Ciryl Gane spends his millions. Before we dive into Ciryl Gane's career earnings, it should be noted that numbers are not available for his early years at Canadian MMA promotion TKO, where he got his professional start. Also, Gane is one of the few fighters we've covered who has a completely undisclosed net worth. So, any totals we come up with later on must be taken as educated estimates. Gane has had 5 fights with the UFC so far. He signed with the promotion in August of 2019 and debuted against Brazilian fighter Rafael Pessoa at a pretty standard $10,000 to show, $10,000 to win, plus a few $1,000s in fight week incentive pay, for a total of $23,500. His second fight against Don'Tale Mayes brought a significant improvement in pay thanks to his first, and so far only, performance of the night bonus. His $12,000 to show, $12,000 to win was bumped up by a bonus of $50,000, bringing his total purse to $77,500. This must have been enough for Gane to negotiate a raise in his salary, because it doubled by the time he fought Tanner Boser in late 2019, bringing him to a $30,000 to fight, $30,000 to win. More recently, against Junior Dos Santos, Gane made a total of $84,000. But his largest purse to date was undoubtedly the $105,000 he made against Jairzinho Rozenstruik for his latest shutout victory. If you've been doing the math, you may have clocked that these career earnings don't add up to anything close to millions. In fact, Gane's career earnings with the UFC so far probably add up to an estimated $353,500. So where do his millions come from if he has them? Ciryl Gane has been particularly sought after for brand deals and sponsorships in his relatively short career. An investigation of his social media reveals quite a few brand deals in both the US and Europe, including but not limited to Gym King Apparel, DFNS Footwear, French brand My Protein, Natural Force Supplements, and Food Springs Fitness Nutrition Service. Though the earnings from these sponsors is not revealed online, it's likely that Gane makes quite a bit from these brand deals, since he is a very active ambassador, tagging these brands consistently on his Instagram in particular. As stated before, Gane's net worth is not disclosed online, but educated estimates could place it anywhere as low as $1 million to up to $4 million, depending on how much he makes from his brand deals. If his early years in the UFC are any indication, that fortune is only going to grow. So how does Ciryl Gane spend his millions? Like many MMA fighters and UFC personalities, Ciryl Gane is particularly private about his personal life. However, a few things can be inferred from his social media accounts, on which he is fairly active. Back in 2019, when Gane earned his Performance of the Night bonus against Dante Maes, Gane reportedly was looking to buy a nice house for his family in his native France. We were unable to find any confirmation that he did indeed buy that house, but it seemed likely considering the upward mobility of his career. On a more concrete note, Ciryl Gane does have a few favorite things, including his car, a beloved black Jeep Cherokee XJ, as well as a passionate hobby as a gamer. In fact, Gane has famously said that he doesn't watch TV, even MMA fights, because he would rather be playing Call of Duty. Gane is also known for being very stylishly dressed outside of the octagon. He has been outfitted by aforementioned brands Gym King and DFNS, but he has also stepped out in styles by Matto, an African fashion brand, and outerwear made by Shot NYC. Aside from his personal possessions and pastimes, Gane also enjoys international travel, both alone and with his family. His training and recreation have taken him all over the globe, including Corsica, Scotland, Singapore, Senegal, the island chain of Guadeloupe, as well as hiking and camping in the mountains of his native France. Speaking of his birthplace, Ciryl Gane is also very involved in what is considered a new wave of MMA growth in France. Mixed martial arts as an official sport was banned in France in 2016, thanks to a lack of regulation, and only gained ground in January 2020, when the government started accepting applications for a federation to take over regulating and making safe such a key combat sport. Now that MMA is becoming legalized and popular again, Gane has made it his mission to mentor and train the new generation of young fighters coming up in the sport and representing France in his UFC career. To this end, he appears at French MMA events and also likely contributes monetarily to causes supporting the sport. Ciryl Gane may not be a name on everyone's lips yet, but he's definitely on his way there. A definite talent with great style and charisma, the likelihood of his contendership seems almost guaranteed. Only time will tell how the career of such a talented fighter will progress. But until then, we can't wait to see what else he does with his talent and his earnings.
And with the impact that you've had in the heavyweight division now, there must be someone you would like to fight next.
No, nobody. Anyone, anywhere.
What do you think about Ciryl Gane? Comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching the Ultimate Fighting Network.